Employment communication is a crucial aspect of any organization human resource management, as it helps in building and maintaining positive relationships between employers and employees. Employment communication can be in form of written, non-verbal and verbal communication. Employment communication refers to the exchange of information and ideas between employer and employees, or between a job seeker and potential employers regarding employment-related matter. Employment communication starts with job posting and advertisements that aims to attract potential candidates. It continues with the interview process, which enables the employer to assess the candidate's suitability for the job and for the organization. For the hiring process, employment communication continues with orientation and training programs that introduce new employees to the organization policies, culture, and work processes. Employment communication breakdown entails job advertisements. Employers use job advertisements to communicate to potential job seekers about job vacancies. Another one is job application. Job seekers use job application to apply for job vacancies. There is resume too. Resumes are documents that job seekers use to showcase their work experience, skills, and qualification. Interviews. The interviews are a form of communication where employers and job seekers interact face-to-face to assess each other. And then there's job offer. Employers use job offer to communicate to successful job seekers about the terms and conditions of employment, including salary. Employment contracts are legal documents that outline the terms and conditions of employment between employers and employees.
The primary objective of employee communication are to attract potential candidates, screen and select the most qualified candidates, provide information about the organization and the job, build the employer brand and also the reputation, and facilitate onboarding and retention. Now, elaborating on the objective of employment communication. Number one, to attract potential candidates. The primary objective of employment communication is to attract potential candidates to apply for a job opening, and this can be achieved by creating job description, posting job ads, and using social media to reach a wider audience. Number two, to screen and select candidates. Employment communication helps employers screen and select the most qualified candidates for a job. This is done through application and interview process, where employers assess the skills, the experience, and the qualifications of candidates. 3. To build employer brand and reputation. Effective employment communication can help build an employer's brand and also the reputation by presenting the company in a positive light and showcasing the benefits of working for the organization. This can attract top talents and help retain current employees. 4. To facilitate onboarding and retention. Employment communication can also help in facilitating onboarding and retention by providing clear expectations, job duties, and benefits to new hires. This helps them adjust to the new role and become productive members of the organization. And lastly, to provide information about the organization and the job. Employment communication provides information about the organization and the job to help candidates make informed decisions about whether to apply for a job or not. This information can include details about the company's culture, mission, and values, as well as the responsibilities and requirements of the job. By achieving these objectives, employers can effectively communicate their needs and expectations to potential candidates and create a positive and engaging candidate experience. A well-executed employment communication strategy can help organizations attract the top talents, improve representation, improve retention rates, and also enhance their reputation in the job market.
A cover letter is a document that accompanies your resume when you apply for a job. It provides you with an opportunity to introduce yourself to your employer and to explain why you are a good fit for the position. A well-crafted cover letter can help you stand out from other applicants and increase your chances of being invited for an interview. A cover letter typically follows a specific structure to effectively convey qualification and interest in the job. Here are some basic structures that may be followed. We have the headers. The headers begin the cover letter with your professional headers that includes your name, your information, and the date. Next is the salutation. The salutation addresses the letter to the hiring manager or the recruiter by name. If the names are not provided, we can use generic names such as "Dear hiring manager" or "To whom it may concern." Next is the introduction. The introduction states the position you are applying for and how you found out about the job. You can also briefly introduce yourself and highlight your qualifications and experience. The body of your cover letter should expand your qualification and experience. Focus on your skills, your experiences that may be fit for the job. You could use examples to demonstrate your abilities and accomplishments. In the closing paragraph, you summarize why you are interested in the job and the company, mention any connection you have with the company or the industry, and request an interview. Provide your information, your contact information. Thank the hiring manager and the recruiters for their time and consideration. The closing salutation ends the letter with professional closings such as "Sincerely" or "Best regard", followed by your name and signature. We also have different styles of cover letter. We have the traditional cover letter, we have the networking cover letter, we have the referral cover letter, we have the application letter, we also have the value proposition letter, we have the prospecting letter, and we have the data-driven letter.
A captivating resume is a powerful form of employment communication that can help you make a great first impression on potential employers. It's a document that summarizes your qualifications, skills, experience, and achievements in a way that is relevant to the job you're applying for. A resume can help you communicate your personal brand. A well-crafted resume can communicate your unique value proposition and showcase your personal brand. This can help you differentiate yourself from other applicants and communicate why you are the best fit for the job. It is important to note that the sections and order of a resume may vary depending on the job being applied for and the individual's specific qualifications and experience. However, these are the most common sections that are included in a resume. They are contact information, objective summary statements, education, work experience, skills, achievements and awards, professional membership, and references. Writing a resume can be a very challenging task. Here are some tips for writing a captivating resume. Tailor your resume to the job. Use strong action verbs. Keep it concise. Use clear and readable formats. Use keywords. Highlight your achievements. Proofread and get feedback.
Interview is an important means of employment communication. It involves both parties, that is the employer and the candidates, getting to know each other's qualifications, skills, and fitness for the job. For the employer, interview allows the employer to evaluate the qualification of the candidates and get to know if the candidate is fit for the job. For the candidates, interview allows the candidates to showcase their qualifications, their skills, and also demonstrate their enthusiasm for the job. Candidates also get to ask the employer questions concerning the organization or the company, which are the company's culture, the hiring process. The importance of interview is the fact that interview allows the employer to evaluate the qualification of the candidate, thereby getting to know the candidate's education, work experience, and technical skills. Another importance is that interview allows employers to also know the best man for the job. Interview also allows the employer to give out information about the company, which are the company's value and culture, thereby allowing the candidate to know what they are in for. Interview also ensures that the hiring process is free and unbiased. This can be done by asking the candidate the same question and evaluating the result according to some criteria.
Types of interview. Types of interview are different forms in which interview can be carried out. 1. Phone interview. This is through a phone conversation that the recruiter calls the candidates to ask some questions. Another is video interview. Video interview is done on video conferencing platform. It is similar to phone interview. Another one, number 3, is in-person interview. This is when the candidate is being invited to the company for an in-person, that's one-to-one interview, questioning by the recruiters. Number 4, panel interview. This is when we have more than one recruiter questioning one candidate. Number 5, behavioral interview. This can be as the candidate is being asked a question about a behavior, where how he or she is going to interact, is going to react to it. Number 6 is group interview. This is when we have more than one candidate being interviewed at once.
We all know that interviews are a crucial part of the job application. There are some tips and tricks that you should know to increase your chances of success at the job interview. Starting with company research. You should try to research the values of the company, the products and services of the company. You should also research about the job position you are applying for. We have your dressing, your appearance. You should dress professionally for a job interview because your appearance is going to show what type of person you really are before you even begin the interview mainly. Next up, we have punctuality. If it's a virtual interview, you should log in minutes before the interview. And if it's a physical interview, you should get to the venue some time before the main interview to create a good impression for your interviewer. Also, you should practice basic interview questions. Like, you should ask around for basic interview questions and practice your responses. So when your interviewer asks something from you, you should try to know your response. Also, you should consider recording and reviewing your answers to those questions so you will be able to know what part you are lagging behind and what part you are really good at. Then you should also highlight your skills. You should keep the interviewer on the better side of you throughout the interview so you'll be able to have a better chance of success in the interview. Also, you should ask questions. Also prepare questions that you are going to ask the interviewer about the job position, about the company, about different things that you might have on your mind. Finally, you should maintain a good follow-up. You can send a thank you email or a thank you note to the interviewer after the interview. That will show your appreciation and interest in the job position.
Interview facts. Interview facts are set questions that are being used to evaluate the candidate on his or her skills, experience, and fitness for the job. These questions cut across different topics such as candidate's qualification, past experience, and future goals. Some commonly asked questions are: tell me about yourself. This is just exactly saying who you are. Communicate to the recruiter who you are. What are your strengths and weaknesses? You can tell the recruiter what you can do and at what length you can do it. You tell them, just like the company is expected to know their strengths, to know what opportunities they have aligned for them, and their weaknesses to know the threat. So you're expected to also know your strengths and weaknesses. Why do you want to work for our company? You can communicate how your service is going to improve the efficiency of the organization and the possible opportunity you're going to be bringing to the organization. What is your experience in this field? Your experience so far? What are those things you've done in the past? And you can as well state the challenges you've come across and how you're able to tackle it. What are your salary expectations? Here, you're not to mention an amount to the recruiters, rather communicate more of your values to them. Tell them more, convince them why you should be the one that is fit for the job. Why did you leave your previous job? Don't tell them it is for an increment of salary, you want more. Rather, you can tell them for developmental purpose, or you want a job that will open you to more challenge.
These questions are designed to evaluate a candidate's skills, experience, and fit for the job. Preparing answers to these questions can help candidates feel more confident and prepared during the interview. However, it's important to remember that every interview is unique and may include different questions based on the candidate's responses. The key is to be honest, concise, and relevant in your responses while highlighting your relevant skills and experiences. My group and I have extensively explained the concept of employment communication, laying emphasis on the meaning, its importance, and the various categories that encompass the broad concept. It facilitates mutual understanding, builds trust, and promotes collaboration among team members, leading to increased efficiency and job satisfaction. By recognizing the importance of effective employment communication and continuously honing our skills in this area, we can create a work environment that thrives on open dialogue, respect, and shared success.